Get ready for an electrifying start to your day. Antoine Semenyo delivered a moment of pure magic, sealing the FA Cup for Manchester City with an audacious backheel finish against Chelsea at Wembley. This incredible goal stunned the crowd and cemented a massive milestone for manager Pep Guardiola, who just collected his 17th trophy in a decade. We dive into the details of this unforgettable final performance right now. News for Manchester City as they prepare for their next big challenge against Bournemouth, including the predicted lineup featuring Rodri and Doku, and who might be resting for the upcoming fixture. Don't miss a second of this action. Stay locked in with us. Manchester City secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Chelsea in the FA Cup final at Wembley, thanks to a spectacular, match-defining goal from Antoine Semenyo. The contest was characterized by a lack of rhythm and creativity for much of the game, with both sides struggling to generate clear chances under pressure. The decisive moment arrived in the 72nd minute. After Erling Haaland delivered a dangerous cross into the Chelsea penalty area, Semenyo demonstrated extraordinary improvisation. He met the delivery by flicking the ball with the back of his heel, guiding it into the far corner, leaving goalkeeper Robert Sanchez unable to save it. The goal stunned Chelsea and electrified the Wembley crowd, cementing it as one of the most memorable goals in FA Cup history. This victory represents another significant milestone for Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, who has collected his 17th trophy in a decade with the club and his 35th major managerial honor. City also claimed their 8th FA Cup title, placing them level with Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham on the competition's all-time winners list. Crucially, the triumph keeps Manchester City's domestic treble dream alive, as they remain firmly in the Premier League title race, trailing Arsenal by just 2 points with only 2 matches remaining after already winning the League Cup. For Chelsea, the loss concludes another frustrating season. Following their Club World Cup win a year prior, the London club now faces the prospect of ending the campaign without silverware amid ongoing uncertainty and inconsistency. Despite a night lacking overall quality, Semenyo's audacious brilliance ensured the final would be remembered for that singular, daring moment of success for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola has publicly criticized the UK government over severe train service disruptions that complicated Manchester City's journey to the FA Cup final. Speaking after Manchester City's 1-0 victory over Chelsea at Wembley, the manager revealed that the trip to London from the City Football Academy in Manchester took a grueling 6 hours due to rail problems. In a press conference following the match, Guardiola delivered a dry assessment of the travel ordeal, stating, "Yesterday, the travel was a nightmare. We spent 6 hours, literally 6 hours from the CFA to here. The trains, are a little bit of a problem in this country. 6 hours. This extended journey, which should typically take just over 2 hours by train, meant the travel time was approximately 3 times the expected duration." Guardiola's comments highlighted the significant disruption faced by the team, especially considering Chelsea had enjoyed a full week of rest and preparation leading into the final. The incident adds an unexpected layer to a remarkable week for Manchester City, who had navigated a demanding schedule, including a win against Crystal Palace and a tough Premier League run-in. Beyond the travel woes, Guardiola also addressed his team's performance. Defender John Stones noted that the manager appeared particularly frustrated at halftime, demanding greater intensity and hunger from the squad, which had been lacking in the opening 45 minutes. Ultimately, Antoine Semenyo's second-half goal secured the cup double for Manchester City, overcoming the challenges posed by the long travel time and the demanding schedule. Chelsea suffered a narrow 0-1 defeat to Manchester City in the FA Cup final, with community player ratings offering a mixed assessment of the squad's performance. The analysis highlighted several key player performances and areas for future development. Reece Caldwell has made an impressive comeback, finishing on the player ratings podium in all 3 of his recent appearances, including earning man of the match for the final. However, his performance was tempered by a single goal conceded, which interim head coach Callum McFarlane described as a rare one in 100 occurrence. The lingering impact of Caldwell's previous ACL injury on the season remains a point of speculation, though his current form suggests he is ready for next season with Xabi Alonso. Hato has maintained a strong level of performance, consistently meeting or exceeding the team average in his last 12 starts, reinforcing his high rating. Analysts suggest Hato could be a strong candidate for a left center-back role in a potential back-3 formation, potentially given license to advance and create offensive opportunities, as demonstrated by his recent penalty area involvement. Defensive solidity was noted as a critical area requiring improvement under the new management, with Caldwell being positioned as central to this effort. The team's journey to the final was largely attributed to Bob's saves in the semi-final against Leeds United and a solid showing in the final, though Semenyo's goal remains a significant factor. The goalkeeper situation is identified as one of the highest priorities for the club this summer. While goalkeeper Sanche has had his best season yet at Chelsea, there is debate over the urgency of making immediate changes, with some suggesting a more cautious approach before implementing drastic shifts. Player ratings showed Caldwell, Hato, and Sanche achieving good ratings, while several midfielders and defenders, including Caicedo, James, João Pedro, Enzo, Fofana, Cucurella, Palmer, and Gusto, fell into the average bracket. Neto and Delap received bad ratings. The report concludes with a snapshot of the daily roundup of Chelsea news. Manchester City is set to face Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium on Tuesday, May 19, 2026, and Pep Guardiola has confirmed that the team will be available at full strength for selection. This is a significant boost for the side, which is currently just 2 points behind Arsenal in the title race with 2 matches remaining. Following Rodri's return from a minor injury sustained during the FA Cup final, City has cleared their injury list, ensuring every player is fit for the fixture. The manager made a notable selection choice for the FA Cup final, benching Ryan Cherki, presumably to keep the Frenchman fresh for this upcoming match. Several potential changes are anticipated in the lineup. Omar Marmoush may be replaced after being substituted against Chelsea, while Antoine Semenyo might be rested as he makes an emotional return to his former club. Phil Foden is tipped as the most likely candidate to step into a key role. Jeremy Doku is expected to be fully restored to the starting 11. Rodri is also expected to feature again, partnering Bernardo Silva in the midfield, following his recent participation in the cup final. The defense may see rotation, with Ryan Aït-Nouri and Ruben Dias in contention. Marc Guéhi is set to maintain his place following a strong performance at Wembley, alongside Abdulkadir Kusanov. In goal, Gianluigi Donnarumma is expected to return between the sticks after ceding his spot to James Trafford. The predicted Manchester City XI for the match is a 4-2-3-1 formation, featuring Donnarumma in goal, O'Reilly, Guéhi, Dias, and Nunes in defense, Rodri and Bernardo Silva in midfield, Doku, Foden, and Cherki in attack, with Haaland leading the front line. The match is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. BST and will be broadcast on Sky Sports.